Scattered severe thunderstorms are expected to develop across portions of southwest and north central Nebraska this evening. Storms are expected to produce large hail, damaging winds, and heavy rainfall. An isolated tornado or two is also possible.
After loading up and setting up, I was northbound from Wichita just after 9 o'clock that Monday morning, getting into Nebraska just after noon as I made my way to my original target town. It's 4:14 p.m. We are currently in Arnold, Nebraska, watching several towers, pretty much in all directions. I think the one that we want, though, is going to be right out the window over here, just to my south. Starting to see lightning show up on that tower. We got to be getting close.
The National Weather Service in North Platte has issued a severe thunderstorm warning. Locations impacted include Arnold.
Just to my southwest, coming right at me here in its early organization stages, so looking pretty good. As the storm slowly moved to the northeast, I proceeded to move with it. Almost immediately after clearing the town of Arnold, a funnel appeared in the clouds just off to my north. Unfortunately, I was in very hilly terrain and the view of the ground was blocked, but this funnel did briefly touch down before wrapping back up into the storm. This would be my first official tornado of 2020. After the funnel dissipated, the storm continued to move into the sandhills where the road options were virtually non-existent. But another storm had formed directly behind this one, so I turned back the way I came and set up in front of this second monster supercell as it approached me from the southwest. The structure of this storm was unbelievable, and occasional lightning darted out from the precipitation core. I also watched several weak spin-ups or gustnados churn up some dust as the storm neared my location. Knowing it was taking the same path into the road void as the previous storm, I decided to take a shot on it before it moved on. I got in front of the hook, positioning perfectly ahead of the storm, where if a tornado would form, it would do so safely to my west and move to my north. As the hook passed over me, dust kicked up by the RFD winds, and occasionally a gustnado would kick up, but alas, it did not produce a tornado. Other storms attempted to fire back to the south, but they were losing steam as the sun started to set. I would ultimately call it a day, setting up for the next day's setup where I would intercept several messy severe storms in southeast Nebraska, but nothing as incredible looking as the Arnold storm from the day before.